Hey everyone, Codex here. So today what we're going to do is take a look at Bitcoin's recent price action and we'll cover up what we are expecting for the following weeks. So in the past 30 days, not much has really happened. I mean, we are technically up about 20% in the last month and about 30% if we measure the move from the local bottom at 17.8 thousand US dollars. However, we know that Bitcoin has been on a rampage this year, and so celebrating a 20% pump or perhaps even a 30% move to higher levels doesn't make a whole lot of sense since we've been getting hammered. Now, if we open up the VPVR indicator, and if you don't know what this is, it's simply an indicator that shows us where the high activity is happening based on the volume. To put it in a simple manner, whenever you see a massive horizontal spike like this one or also this one, that means that there has been a lot of activity happening there, which makes that area attractive to investors and also to traders. And these areas usually end up being our supports or resistances. If you look closely in here now, we can notice a spike around that 23 to 24k level, which simply means that this area is a resistance since we are technically below it. And you can see that in here, we don't have a spike and it's pretty much an empty space. And what this implies is that there isn't much happening in here. And so if we manage to break above this level, then we will ride to the next one, which comes at around 29k. I'm not saying it will happen. All I said is that breaking above this level will most likely end up with us in here. My opinion is completely different because I don't think that we will go to this area anytime soon. That would require about an extra move of about 25%, which seems like a stretch to me based on how weak the momentum has been lately. But again, I like to share my opinion, my own perspective, and also what the indicators are telling. Now, if we open up the Phoenix Ascending indicator on the 3 days time frame, we can see that the blue LSMA and red RSI are still above the level of 50, indicating the upward pressure. I know that we haven't been doing that well recently, but we aren't going down either, and we've been somewhat going up despite how weak the trend has been. However, if we make this slightly bigger, and I don't know if you could see it, but our energy, which is this gray shape by the way, is about to close in 3 days at best. I'm saying at best. And this is why I believe that there is a very good chance of us seeing that 20k to 20.5k level again in the next few weeks. The volume is still very low. I mean, you could notice that just by looking at the daily candles, and there hasn't been much going on in the scheme of things. But as I said, I believe that we aren't over yet with this bear market. It's still a very long run in my opinion. Now, one thing I want to add, which we covered in the past, is the famous fair value line. So look, we discussed the fair value line at first about 6 to 7 months ago, and if you are one of the OGs, I'm very confident that you remember me saying that it's a very bad idea to buy when we are above it, to buy when we are above this yellow line. And I also say that entering a bear market with Bitcoin will end up with us going below it. And this was when the fair value was at around 35 to 34 thousand US dollars, of course, when everyone was buying BTC at around 45 to 48k. And you could see how far we've come. We are currently below it. And yeah, I mean, this is what we've mentioned. This is what we have talked in the past. The one thing I want to add, which is a bit odd, it's a bit weird to me, is that throughout Bitcoin's history, we have never went more than 51% below the fair value line. However, this market cycle we did when BTC's price dropped below 17.8 thousand US dollars. And so I'm not saying you shouldn't buy. I'll never say that. All I want to say is that although this model has served us and although this model has helped us avoid buying at 40 and 50k when everyone was going crazy, things might be a little bit different this time, and we might go down more than 50 or 60% below this fair value line, I mean, as we move forward. So this was my opinion on Bitcoin. Thanks for sticking by till the end. Have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.